the mic and he's ready to go. Noodle on his left, Jess on his right. Hey, hold up, don't start a fight. He's got you covered with all the sports. Don't fret, he's wearing shorts. It's time for Waking Jake in the morning, Waking Jake at night. Jake sucks.
Just a little baby howl to get it going on this Friday. How's everybody doing? Y'all smell good tonight. Wow, someone immediately in the YouTube chat, Freddie Freeman with a 3-homer game tonight. That'd be awesome. Huge shout out, Dropkick Chester, right off the top ropes. How's everybody doing? Happy Friday. Hope everyone's gearing up for a good Friday and a better weekend. Fun night of sports. Big baby David, except for the Yankees, which we'll talk about a little bit, because they're eating bugs in a big way right now. Let's get started with the game of the night. Let's just do it. Oh, quick apology to Dodgers fans. I was a little rude to Kenley yesterday, and Kenley just won reliever of the month. So I owe that to you. I don't think a lot of people would walk that back or even acknowledge it. But
I'm not acknowledging it.
BBD won't. So can't wait to get into hockey. That's not going to happen. But the game of the night does come from basketball. And normally, we get a lot of baseball people in here, baseball company. I get it. I'm wearing a shirt that says I love baseball. Kind of adds up. The game of the night came from basketball last night, BBD. And it was the Toronto Raptors versus the Boston Celtics, the defending champion Toronto Raptors. Not a lot of people talk about that. not as much hype around this team. And the Celtics are up 2-0 in the series. And me and BBD and every other sports fan who's not a Boston person has just been kind of mind-numbed to be like, well, here goes Boston. They'll find a way. Giannis is going to get tired. The Celtics are going to find a way to the NBA title game. Kemba Walker is awesome. I love Kemba Walker. UConn. Some of the best highlights you'll ever see. The highlight of him dropping McGee in the Big East Championship is a version of pornography for me. Kemba goes off last night. I'm going to jump to the end a little bit, BBD, because the end was awesome. These teams were exchanging blows. It was NBA basketball. I mean, each team was kind of going on a 7-0 run. They'd send a jab, you send a jab. Towards the end, I think I'm just going to read the play-by-play almost verbatim because it was awesome, man. Awesome. Oh, my computer is trying to screw me over. Oh, God, Taco Fall getting subbed in on the screen. Tough break for Taco last night. Taco, excuse me. Hungry. What did I eat for dinner last night, BBD?
I don't know.
I got some Chinese food. It was pretty dank. Okay, let's go down the stretch of this game, BBD. Boston goes up 99-95 on a Jaylen Brown brought the house down with an awesome dunk. Jeez, the chat is getting rowdy today. What's going on in there, BBD? People are having a big weekend. Anyways, back to the basketball. Tatum. He was great down the stretch. Kyle Lowry makes a 2-point shot against Tice. He goes body to body on him. A layup. They needed it. 101-99. Fred VanVleet. Tatum took a bad shot. I don't know if you remember that, BBD. Tatum tried to do a little too much down the stretch. VanVleet makes a driving layup that was just dirty. Reverse. Should have been an and one, I think. Ties up the game. Kemba Walker, they double team him. They leave Marcus Smart wide open, and they say, you know what? Please give it to Marcus Smart. Kemba doesn't do it. He beats the double team. He gets to space in the middle with about 3 seconds left, and you're like, oh my God, Kemba's about to pull up, make this in game. The defense closes out on him. He drops a perfect pass to Tice under the basket. Daniel Tice, no one was eyeing him. He dunks it with 0.5 seconds left. You're like, oh my God, Boston's going up 3-0. The series over. Here go the Celtics. Cue the duck boats. Guess what, BBD? Timeout. Toronto brings it up to midcourt. Lowry's inbounding over Taco Fall, so 6-1 versus 7-6 there on the inbounds, which is hilarious. They throw it cross-court, 0.5 on the clock, to OG Anunoby. Your guy out of Indiana, BBD. The real OG, catch and shoot. That's all you can do with 0.5. Over the extended, I think it's Jaylen Brown, right? It's kind of an iconic picture. It's going to be around in NBA circles for a while. He throws it up, and it drops. They go from down two to the win. Boston shocked. Huge for Toronto. That keeps them in the series. I mean, they can win this series now, which if that shot doesn't go in, they can't. Like, that's just how basketball works. So, incredible. This was a really good watch. Wow, I'm watching the highlight on the screen right now. Incredible. Good for Toronto. And then, dude, OG Anunoby, he walks it off. He doesn't even flinch. He's not even excited or anything. That was pretty cool. And then Kyle Lowry's like, yeah, we won the game. Got to get the next one. So, cool for Toronto. Cool for this series. Because if this went 3-0, I mean, I don't know. That would have stunk. One of the series would have been over. So, good for Toronto. Good for a young guy getting his confidence. Anunoby was a big prospect. He hurt his leg, and now he's one of the guys doing it for Toronto. So the real OG gets it done. Toronto 104, Boston 103. And that's the game of the night. So there you go. I hope if you're a sports fan and you caught that live, it was an oh my God moment. Unreal. Twitter was going off. Fantastic. How is everybody doing? I've got a couple people in the chat saying that we got 200 reviews on iTunes, and I promised to show some nip, so maybe we'll save that towards the end of the show. I already showed my nips on morning this morning, so I didn't realize it was going to be a nip day, but
Nip day.
here we are. Nip day Fridays. Let's do the baseball first. Let's get all this sports out of the way so I can show some skin on this damn show for once. BBD, in the baseball yesterday, we start in the East. Phillies 6, Nats 5. We go to extras. Alec Boehm, big-time prospect, playing really well for them, stretching out that Phillies lineup. He hits the game-winning sac fly. Trey Turner stays hot. Everybody always tweeting at me about how hot Trey Turner is. He has 3 hits yesterday. The Phillies, man, they are now the second team in the NL East. We wanted them to rise up. They have. Bryce Harper had the quote that we need to win 9 of our next 10, and they did. So that's really cool.
Found ways to do it.
They got the fans going nuts in center. Really cool stuff for the Phillies. That's exciting. Mets 9, Yankees 7. This game was crazy. Yanks had a 4-0 lead. Happ gives it up to the Mets. Yanks have a 7-4 lead. Mets fight back there. And then Pete Alonso goes Yardski in the 10th. Off a Yanks rookie. Not to take anything from Alonso, but I mean it was sofa. Good for the Mets. Yanks and Mets split their 6 games this series, and some of the sloppiest, craziest 6 games you'll see. Blue Jays 6, Red Sox 10. Martin Perez was shoving in this one until he was not. JBJ with a homer, and then a bases loaded walk gives the Red Sox there too. Jays tie with a Joe Panic single. How about that? Biggio scores on a wild pitch in the 9th off Brazier. I don't want to say I like that, but not a Brazier guy. And then Teoscar the Grouch, he hits the Yabo in the 10th. Lourdes, he'll never be Royal. Gurriel adds a homer of his own. He's hot. You might hear him on Talking Baseball soon. In the Central, Pirates 6, Cubs 2. Brian Reynolds hits a homer. Off paternity leave, rocks the baby after he hits it. Kotuk, we will always mention him, especially if he has 2 hits and 2 RBIs. Pirates get the dub. White Sox 11, Royals 6. Luis Robert continues to take over this league. He is awesome. No Luis Robert. Tim Anderson, TA7, he hits a homer himself. Trevor Plouffe dropped this the other day, our stats and research department, Trevor Plouffe. White Sox are undefeated against left-handed starting pitching. I think they're 12-0 now. So don't be a lefty versus the White Sox.
Just try not to do it.
Solution. In the West, smaller slate of games last night. Rangers 4, Astros 8. Almides Diaz with a 3-run homer in the first. This was Greinke versus Lynn. This looked like it could have been fun. Turns out not to be so fun. Michael Brantley, he's getting it going. 3 hits. Maldonado home run. The Astros, man, the Astros are back. They are second in the West, and they're playing like the Astros. Angels 2, Padres 0. Haney for the Angels. He shoves. Their RBIs, I think, were Upton and Andrelton Simmons, which is, if you're Trout, you're like, where was this? Why haven't we been doing this? This should be the game plan.
That was an option before, guys.
And this was Clevenger's first start for San Diego. Haney outshines him. Dodgers 5, D-backs 1. Kershaw gets his 2,500th save. Insane. 6 innings pitch, 0 runs for Kershaw. 1K. His ERA is now 1.5. Insane. Arizona was hitless into the 6th. So that's the basketball. That's the baseball. Excuse me. Whoa. I love baseball. BBD, what did I miss? What needs to be talked about in the baseball?
Kershaw 2,500th K, not saves. Little different. Harder to get that many saves even if you're a closer.
It really is.
He also passed Christy Mathewson later in the game in strikeouts because he got like 3 more.
Big Christy Mathewson fan.
Yeah. His career ended over 100 years ago. So the names like that.
R.I.P.
Cool to pass those ones.
R.I.P. Christy. We miss you, man. Quick check of the standings. NL Central, still a disaster after the Cubs. They're figuring it out. Padres have kind of run away with that second slot. So we still need... Well, we'll see if the Phillies can hold off the Marlins. Marlins are still at 500. They made trades at the deadline. Joe's McFly in the chat. Mets killed my night. Yeah, man, Yankees Twitter got ugly last night. And I get it. The Yanks have looked bad. Hopefully they can straighten out against the Orioles. AL Central, still a lot of fun. Astros, 2 games back of the Athletics. Athletics didn't play because of COVID. So
they're back today, I think.
I think they are. And we'll see, but that's just one of those things. I mean, 3 games in the L column. So if the Athletics stay hot, they're still comfy. But if they have a couple hiccups, the Astros are right there.
It's tight quick.
The Astros are right there. Tight season, about 60% through the Major League Baseball season. Jakey burps, man. Can't stop it. Any burp doctors out there? Probably not. Don't think that's a
burp
profession.
doc, reach out.
Yeah, reach out if you are or a burp doc. God. And again, sorry to Dodgers fans about Kenley. He's been great up until this point. But again, okay, so no apology to Dodgers fan because he does what he does last night. And if you're a Dodgers fan, what are you thinking?
He's still getting it done. Like, the results are there.
You've only got bad thoughts going through your mind, though. And, the first walk he gives up in a playoff series, you're going to be, I don't know, up against it a little bit. But Kenley's been great this year. So sorry. So sorry. I'm so sorry. Let's do the basketball real quick. Shooty hoops. There's one other game. It was game 1, Nuggets Clips. Everyone's predicting the Clips to blow it out. I said, I think they'll handily. But I could see it going 6 because the Nuggets get buckets. Not last night. Clips flexed on them. 120-97. The game was never in question. Kawhi was dominant and nasty. 29 points on 12 of 16. I mean, that's just stupid. And maybe that's where the experts are right. Because who's going to hang with Kawhi? Torrey Craig?
He's right.
Jeremy Grant? Those guys aren't going to bug Kawhi. So maybe that's it. Marcus Morris, Nick's great, 4 or 5 from 3. Millsap with 13 and 9. If that's what we're highlighting for the Nuggets, that's the problem. So that's pretty nuts. That's the basketball. Any basketball notes, BBD?
Just Kawhi's healthy, man. People shit on him for having all the rest days during the season, but and obviously they had 3 months off and stuff in the middle there, but this is why he did the rest days. He's good to go now, and he just is the best player on the court. You can't do anything with him on either side of the ball. He's the best player.
Yeah.
And he's healthy. Everything seems right now.
And he like has the on switch. If he wants to go on offense, he can. If he wants to go on defense, he can. Kawhi is a very special dude. So that is the Shooty Hoops. The comment of the day, we're kind of cruising today. Again, kind of a lighter sports slate. Maybe me and BBD will stumble into another convo or two. We do have Talking Baseball coming after this, and that is a bit of a brouhaha. The comment of the day, you guys get to participate as part of the show. We bake the algorithm here. Like, review, YouTube, Facebook. I saw a couple people comment that the YouTube numbers were down. We're on more forums now. We're now on Facebook. The Facebook numbers are kind of crazy. They're also like kind of fake, but the numbers look incredible. So Facebook, YouTube, the podcast app, everywhere. I'll do the comments, and then I think I'll go tits out for the boys because we are at 202 reviews on the podcast app. Thank you guys. That's awesome. That would have blown my mind a while ago. And so one comment, there was a lot of Dodgers peoples coming at me for Kenley. I apologized, and then I kind of walked over that apology. But you guys are right. I owe you that one. Kenley won the reliever of the month. He's been great. The one that made me laugh, James Coay, Coay. I opened yesterday's show announcing that my middle name is Ronald, and he left a comment that was Waken Ron instead of Waken Jake, and that just made me laugh.
It's a good comment.
That's just a good comment. So thank you guys. BBD, I'll let you do bro of the night. You can bat leadoff because there are options.
There are options between a few things, and we sort of touched on the three guys I was between. Dream stuff.
Bang.
But you hit a buzzer beater. It's OG Anunoby.
I like that.
It's a comfortable pick. Easy pick. But you gotta. One of us has to pick him. Saved the series.
Yeah, save their series, save their season.
Even as, not fully neutral. I'd rather not Boston win, but don't care too much. Just makes the series interesting as a neutral party. Keep the casuals engaged.
That's a good one. BBD, I don't know if you want to bring it up. This just came into my mind, and I mentioned it casually. I think I'm going to go Luis Robert. Because we talked on Talking Baseball the other day, and let me clear this up. We talked on Talking Baseball the other day about him and Kyle Lewis going for Rookie of the Year, and I said, yeah, whoever finishes strongest gets it. It's Luis Robert. He's been incredible. Thank you for the 200 reviews, everyone. We'll see if BBD can bring it up. Luis Robert hit a home run into far Eastern Europe yesterday. 458 feet, and I mean, it could have been further. Like, I know everyone's got their eyes on StatCast, but Luis Robert, he's special. They currently have him down in the lineup. He hits like 6th or 7th for them. Because they got dudes. They got Tim Anderson. They got Abreu. They got Moncada. Like, they've got guys. They've got Uncle Edwin. He's got a 2 WAR on the season. Like, he's one of the best players in baseball. We almost need to stop talking Rookie of the Year with Luis Robert and potentially AL MVP. Why not?
Who else?
Who else in the AL right now? Genuinely. It might be him. It might be him. So we, as we sit here and we wonder, if Luis Robert will win Rookie of the Year, let's start talking if he's going to win MVP, because he is disgusting. And yeah, if Tatis wasn't around, how much would we be talking about this guy? So Luis Robert gets my bro of the night. For those just listening on the podcast app. You know, for those listening on the podcast app, thank you guys so much, but you might want to check the YouTube today. Guys, thank you. I do the review stuff, and it's kind of annoying, and I don't even like doing it. But it really helps. It helps everything we do here. And 200 reviews on the podcast app is crazy. So you guys have been awesome. Keep baking the algorithm. Have a good weekend. Enjoy all the sports. Sports are still great. I'm a mess.
Yeah.
I'm a mess. What am I doing? I don't look good. Thank you guys. In the YouTube chat, Periscope, Facebook. What are we watching tonight, BBD? Before we get into the music, what are we watching this weekend? I mean, obviously a lot of baseball. Is there a good NBA game on tonight?
Lakers Rockets begins tonight.
Okay.
I do have a baseball game highlighted, and that is Cubs Cardinals this weekend. Today,
okay.
Jack Flaherty, friend. And Yu Darvish facing off. Good pitching matchup. They're both good. Cardinals are technically in second. The Cubs are sort of running away with the division, but by actual games back, Cardinals could tie it. And this weekend. They're 3.5 back, I think.
Okay. And the other NBA game, the Bucks, they have to save their season tonight, right? I mean, they're down 2-0.
Yeah.
This is a Giannis, step up, get big. And he's one of the biggest guys in the world. So he probably should. Go Bucks. Quick check of the Friday baseball slate for you guys. Davy Garcia, probably going to pitch for the Yanks if you're into prospect stuff. That's exciting. What else do we got? I don't know. Yeah, Darvish Flaherty, man. I get into that. That's a good time.
Padres A's are late night.
You know what? Click around baseball tonight. A lot of young names. Luzardo. Dustin May. Who else did I see out there? Brady Singer's a big prospect. Davey, like I mentioned. Pablo Lopez for the Marlins. So a lot of young talent out there. Guys, have a good weekend. And we're sneaking close to the hockey semifinals, I'm assuming. I haven't looked. But thank you guys. Love talking sports with you guys. Love staying on top of the sports. 2 hockey game 7, someone said in the chat, so maybe we do need to turn our heads to that a little bit, BBD. The baseball's great. Baseball's having a great season, and by the way, we're going live talking baseball after this. We got Talking Folk coming out today. You like a little tunage? Go check that out. Pinstripe Strong. Joe's live in the chat, my man. Talking Nets, Keith McPherson. He's usually in the chat. Jomboy and Jake Radio, that came out yesterday. Go check it out. We had some fun. Morning just happened. That's the goods. That's the Jombino. Talking Yanks if you like sad times. Thanks, everybody. I think have a good weekend. For producer BBD, I am Talking Jake, I guess. Oh, man, I look awful. I look bad. We'll see you guys later.
Talking baseball live for the patrons. A few minutes. Roosevelt Studio.
I'm assuming the music is on.
It is.
Don't start a fight. He's got you covered with all the sports. Don't fret, he's wearing shorts. It's time for Waking Jake in the morning, Waking Jake at night. Jake sucks.
Are we off?